I recently told a story, an airport horror story, of an experience that I had in the airport and with flying. And I have another story that I would like to share. This one is similar but quite different. So I was in America this time. The first one I was in Jamaica and traveling to America. But this time I was already in America and wanted to come home to Jamaica to my family. Now, my sister had a friend working with the airport and she was able to get what is called buddy passes. Now, I was fortunate to get one of the buddy pass to come home because to buy a ticket at that time when I wanted to come home, it would have been very expensive. So, we got the buddy pass and she explained to me how the buddy pass works. She did tell me that if I go to the airport and they put the passengers that has real tickets on and the plane is full, then I would have to wait on another flight with such airline. If that one was full, I have to wait on the other flight. Or if all the flights are full for that day, then I would just have to come back home and go back to the airport another time or the following day. Because of how I wanted to come home, and I was longing to see my family, and because of how very inexpensive the body pass would be compared to if I had to buy a ticket, I told myself that I understand and I would work with the system. So I wanted to leave on the first flight from Boston to Montego Bay, and it would have been a non-stop flight too. So just imagine how glad I was. I went on a flight, but the flight that I went on was supposed to stop in Miami and then Miami International, and then it would have to be a connecting flight then, and then I would connect from Miami to Jamaica, Montego Bay. So yes, I decided to go on that flight. So I'm not gonna call the airline again, but it was I get to go on the flight 7 o'clock in the morning, and so I reached Miami International very early in the morning before 10 o'clock. No, the problem came in when I got to Miami International. All the flights with that airline for the day, I stood in the line until I was tired. All the flights they told me for that day was going to be full. I was not going to be able to travel with the buddy pass to come to Jamaica for that day. Evening, it was getting late. I didn't have a cell phone with me, but there's phones in the airport that you can pay and call whoever you want to call, because yes, it was some years ago. So that's why I didn't have a cell phone. Call who you wanted to call, and that's what I did. But it's very expensive, to use the airport phone. Very expensive, like $5 a couple of minutes or 3 minutes the most. And I had to call my partner at the time to let him know that I wasn't gonna come home that day, and so he'll have to listen out for tomorrow. And I explained to him the type of ticket, which was the buddy pass that I had and how it works. Yeah, that was a big disappointment. When you really wanted to get home and had your mind set on going home to see your children and your partner and everything, and a change of atmosphere, because it was in the winter time that I was in Boston and I was longing to come and get some nice warm weather. I was up there until I was white and my cheeks were pink. Yes, it was a winter, and it was a very cold winter. So what happened now was, because it was a buddy pass, no one was responsible for me. The airline wasn't responsible. I was responsible for myself. So a young lady that I met in the airport, if you ask me what her name is now, I totally forgot. I don't have any contact for her. But she was a very nice young lady at the time. So we communicated well, and we decided that we were going to rent a hotel room inside of Miami International Airport, but it would be upstairs, and and we're gonna sleep overnight, and we're gonna have to buy our own food, but at least we will get to shower. And I always have my pulley, with change of clothes and deodorants and stuff like that. So yes, we decided that the hotel room would cost $140 when we went to the receptionist, and we decided that we were gonna split it 70-70, and we are gonna get a 2-bed hotel room, and that was what we did. So we went upstairs, we showered, we left our bag, we came back downstairs, and we went to buy food. Honestly, I don't remember what I had for dinner, but I know that the following morning we decided that we're gonna try and get up early to try to catch the very first flight out. So yes, she was coming to Montego Bay Airport as well, and we got up early. We went down to Burger King. We bought breakfast. It's very vivid in my mind that I bought French toast for my breakfast, and we ate, and we went to the designated area that we were supposed to go to, and told them that we'd like to get on the flight. Oh my God, would you believe that we did not get on the first flight again? It was another packed flight, very full. They said unfortunately we won't be able to get on the flight. So what we would have to do is wait on the second flight to see if there would be any space for us. And we waited and we waited until I think it was around 11:30. They told us that yes, there is room for us on the flight, and we were super elated. So what I did was I paid some more money, and I used the airport phone, and I made my call, and I said that yes, I'm definitely gonna come to my partner, so you can come to the airport at such and such time. Now let me tell you something. Body passes, they can be good and they can be bad. I wouldn't recommend anyone do. No, I wouldn't recommend anyone to use a body pass, because what if I didn't have money on me? What if that young lady never had her money as well? Well, I know that if I had enough money, which I did, and she didn't have any, and she's a nice lady, if I alone had to pay $140 for the room and just give her, let her stay overnight with me, I would have done that. It's nothing. If she said she didn't have any money, I would have paid for it and let her stay as well. When I tell you, she was a very decent and friendly person. Sometimes in life we can meet some really nice people. It's only unfortunate that I don't remember her name or anything like that, and I don't have any contact for her. But yes, we meet up on some real nice people in life sometimes. So, like I'm saying now, what if we didn't have any money to but we could sleep on airport bench, yes? But what if we didn't have any money to buy food? After I told my first horror story of how I had to sleep on the airport bench, and I know what it felt like, I would never ever let that happen to me another time. I would definitely pay the money to go sleep somewhere, stay in a hotel room, even outside of the airport, if we had to get somewhere and we had to buy our food, of course. So body passes, like I say, it can be good, it can be bad. But I just want to say that I'm happy that it worked out that way, At least I was alright, and I did come home and saw my family, and it was a wonderful feeling as always. So at this time, I just want to say, please remember to thumbs up the video, share it out if you would like to, leave a comment, and if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting on? Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.